Yo, I'm Christian.
I'm John. Welcome back to When You Got Class, episode 4, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, most definitely exciting to be back. Another exciting week in football.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, can't really complain with that. Um, but I just did want to touch on a couple things first. We did incorporate some, kind of a cooler tracking system for our like Taylor fail and all of our picks and stuff. I do have a link. Basically, we put it all out on a spreadsheet, our picks, so you can track where we are, both wins and losses, as well as our $100 mock bet trial to kind of see how that's been going. And we also added um, the NFL power rankings that they post like every Tuesday morning or whatever. After the Monday night game, they go through and reanalyze all that. So we're basically playing if they were to bet $100 on how they have it ranked, where would they be at? And once we disclose our totals, once we finish the recap and analysis of last week, we'll kind of dive into what the NFL has been doing with their power rankings. But yeah, and I see a few people have signed up for the mailing list, which is awesome. That's probably where we're going to be sending out this recap. So to get the link, I probably am going to make it like exclusively for those who have joined our mailing list, which again, it's just going to be a kind of weekly recap. And, if we have like giveaways going on or, other exciting news, kind of be the first ones in the
Yeah.
chat and stuff. That with also our sleeper of the week has been going out for the people who got it last week. So yeah, real exciting stuff. And we're gonna keep incorporating more. That's one thing at a time is kind of how we're looking at it. So join early and kind of get in on the ground floor, so that's where we're at now.
Also, if you guys got any ideas too, drop them in the comments, DM us on Instagram. Just feel free. We love hearing them. We want to know what you guys want to see, want to hear, and we're always up for taking some criticism down. So let
Yeah.
us know.
Yeah, most definitely. I also do have Q&A link in our link tree. So, if can't DM us or whatever for whatever reason it may be. I know TikTok can be weird on some stuff like that with DMing. So whatever it is, just throw it up in there as well. I check that daily. So so far we haven't gotten anything, but we're up to it. So but yeah, do we want to dive right into week one, or do you have some more to cover, or week two? Wow.
No, that's all for me. Um, yeah, do we want to get into the week 2 tail and fails first, or do we want to get into the week 2 scores?
We'll just go through and do an analysis and kind of recap where we're at the end of it. I think that would work.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll dive into the week 2 Thursday night game, divisional matchup, AFC West. We had the Chiefs and Chargers. And the Chiefs took that one. It was a close game. It was a pretty good game. I know you're saying you're gonna throw some Patrick Mahomes shame, and I'm kind of on board with you. He had a decent game, but not a Patrick Mahomes game. Justin Herbert, he played really well, just couldn't get that dub. And that seems like that's the Chargers' problem. They could
It
never
is.
just win.
Yeah, it
Can't
is.
close it
They
off.
they they, they can't close. They
Yeah,
can't close.
exactly, exactly.
But like you were saying, some shots at Patrick Mahomes. It's a trend so far. I am not a fan of Patrick Mahomes. I think everybody knows that clearly. Don't get me wrong, he had a good game for Daniel Jones or Zach Wilson or somebody like that. But for Patrick Mahomes, he had a shitty fucking game. Um, J Herbo had what was it, 99, 100 more yards
Yeah.
than him throwing passing yards. Just all in all, it was a shitty game. Even in the post game conference, he even said it. The only reason why they won the game was because of their defense. So, still not sold on him. Not sold on him. I don't care. Price is too
Yeah,
high.
the Chiefs still definitely have a lot of figuring out to do. You could tell, like without Tyreek Hill, it's
Hmm.
gonna be tough. But they are 2-0, so they're getting something done right.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, when you have a I don't even want to say a franchise like that, but when you have a team that's kind of been built up as much as the Chiefs have been in the past, 6 years, 7 years. It's kind of something that um kind of hard to tear down with the loss of one person. So, you know,
Yeah.
it'll,
Once you
it'll
lose that
happen.
one piece,
What?
I said once you lose that one piece, it just all kind of
Yeah,
it's hard to find that
exactly.
replacement. But
Exactly.
jumping into the week 2 Sunday games, I don't think you're gonna like the way we started with the Patriots and Steelers. But I didn't watch too much of that game. I know Trubisky looked a little shaky. I more want to hear your thoughts about how the Steelers looked.
So the Steelers Patriots game was my local game. I think it was mostly everybody's local game, unless you had like a genuine local game. CBS basically
Okay.
aired that shit nationwide. Um, all in all, dude, Mitch, I had faith in Mitch. I did. But I still do. Basically, he just needs to air the ball out. Like, he needs to have more faith in what he's doing. He can't keep dumping these 5-yard passes out. Like, when you're on 2-minute drill or like any realistically, if you're trying to get the fucking ball down the field, you need to at least show that you can be a deep threat. If you're not a deep threat, you're gonna have crazy coverage underneath, and these 3-yard completions, 5-yard completions aren't gonna cut it. NFL young boy out there was fucking complaining about him too. It was crazy. Like the whole stands were cheering Pickett, wanting Kenny Pickett in. So I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he started this week. Do I think he's gonna? No, probably not. But his time's coming. It really is. Unless he can really capitalize on that, because realistically, that's a game that for us to be a playoff contender, which we were last year. We made it to the playoffs last year. I think
Yeah.
we can do it again. It's not an easy path for us to be one. We had to win that game. That's how I see it. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I mean, it's a learning lesson. It's growing pains. It's whatever.
Talking about the Pats real quick. Nelson Aguilar had a really good day. 6 receptions, 110 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Mac Jones, 21 to 35, 252 passing, one tutty, and a pick. So decent day for Mac Jones, I guess. That's pretty good numbers for him, I'd say.
Yeah. And actually one other thing. So how I stated that like losing TJ Watt's gonna be like a big thing, but I think we could still get it done. How many sacks was there? One? There was one sack the whole game, right? There were 7 against the Bengals.
Yeah, wow.
And it's just showing like because we have Cam Hayward, Alex Highsmith, and TJ Watt, who at the end of the day are just strictly not strictly, but mainly pass rushers. Wow, I can't speak today, just to let you guys know. But yeah, they're mainly pass rushers, and you can only double up, double team so many people, and when you narrow it down to 2 rather than 3, that makes it more feasible. So it's definitely gonna hurt us for the next like coming weeks. But I think what was it of 6 weeks they'll be out, so we have 5 more weeks, and we'll deal with it. But
Okay. So now moving into the other two games. Well, the next two games we're going to talk about. Let's talk about these New York teams. We'll start with the Giants. The Giants, they beat the Panthers, and I don't really know like how. I guess I mean the Giants are 2-0. I'm in shock. Like this hasn't happened since I couldn't tell you when. Not in the last 6-7 years.
yeah, no,
Um,
most definitely. It's crazy. I really wasn't expecting that. I did end up picking them. But I didn't really expect it. I mean, I didn't think the Panthers were good or anything, but realistically, when you have like CMC, DJ Moore really needs to put it together. Robbie Anderson's been showing up. And then we all know Baker. We're not sold on Baker.
yeah,
Really not sold on Baker now. Like he just at the end of the day, and what was it, 19-16, like that low scoring of a game against the Giants defense, which isn't, a miracle team. Like they're not like they don't have a crazy defense. Just surprising, but it also speaks numbers too for, you know, the Panthers defense isn't good either. And are the Giants actually good? I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's
yeah.
still so early in the season. You can't really learn anything from it.
I'm not convinced the Giants are good, but they are 2-0. The thing that does
Yeah.
kind of concern me though is Saquon had 21 carries, only 72 yards. That's like, I don't like the
Yeah,
21
3 yard
carry.
disparity or so. Yeah.
I
So
I think they're just using him a little too much already.
yeah, I don't want him to get hurt. That's a big thing. Also, now that we're actually bringing up the New York teams, shout out to one of my favorite bars back in Binghamton, New York, Tom and Marty's. They basically, if there's a week that all three New York teams win, they on that Sunday they give out basically like the free beer, like a free beer if all three New York teams win. So first time
About to
in
go this
forever.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's this upcoming Sunday because it happened on Monday. So they couldn't give it away the day of actually. So they're doing it next week. Because typically, how frequent is a New York team going to be the Monday night game? And it's never happened.
Yeah,
So like, typically it's that Sunday, but now he's doing it next Sunday because they couldn't do it this last Sunday. So if you're in the Binghamton, New York area, go hit up
there
Tom
you
and
go.
Marty. Go hit up Tom and Marty's free beer. It's a dope bar too. Just letting you know.
We're not plugging them either. We're not getting money for it.
No,
We're just
no
putting it
money.
out
I love Tom and Marty. That shit's fire.
there.
So
We'll keep the New York trend going. The Jets and Browns. So now something I wanted to say. At one point, like Red Zone, like always throws up like stats on the TV. Like that Amazon like game tracker, the Browns had like a 99.9% chance to win
yeah,
this game at one point. And the Jets came back. Like I don't Joe Flacco is really playing well. Like
yeah,
370 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like that Brees Hall had a pretty decent day. I'm more sold on the Jets and the Giants, honestly. Looking at Garrett Wilson, 8 receptions, 102 yards. Corey Davis, 2 receptions, 83 yards. I'm sold on the Jets. I think the Jets are going to be a solid team.
yeah. I like their young team. I'm kind of excited to see what they're gonna do. When Zach Wilson can come back. Because when is that? Like next week or the following or something? Like I think it was only out
Their
2 weeks or something, right?
their coach said they want to just like take it very like when he's 110%, that's when he's going to play.
That's
And
fine.
I respect that. They're winning games without him.
Yeah,
Just keep him healthy, get him healthy.
yeah, most definitely. I mean, when you have a backup like Joe Flacco, like sure he's
Yeah,
not in his
Super
prime,
Bowl
but at
playing
the end of the day,
quarterback.
he was a phenomenal quarterback, and that's coming from a
Oh
Steelers
yeah.
fan. Like he was half the reason why him and Ray Lewis. That's why I didn't want to watch the Steelers play him. I was always scared.
So nah, we don't like Ray Lewis. Cheater, cheater, and a
But
murderer, and a murderer.
thanks. But he's good at
Yeah,
football.
the Jets look good. The Browns, I don't know. I think the Browns are going to be a little shaky till Deshaun Watson comes back, or maybe they get Jimmy G or something like that. Who knows what's going to happen?
Nobody
Some
can.
crazy. Nah, yeah, he's not. He's probably not going anywhere now. But the Browns, they just got to get that quarterback thing figured out, and I think everything else will fall in place. Like Amari Cooper had 9 receptions, 101 yards. Nick Chubb had 17 rushes, 87 yards. Like their offense is moving a little bit. It's just that quarterback, and you could
Yeah,
tell.
yeah, most definitely. But um, what do we have next?
Now, I'd say moving into probably one of the teams that's looking like the biggest bust team of the year. Looking at the Colts and Jags game, I don't know what's going on with the Colts. They had one of the best offenses in football last year, and
Yeah,
now they can't even win a game.
dude, it was Wentz. Wentz.
It might be
It was
the, the
Wentz, dude.
the way Matt Ryan played this week. He had 3 picks,
Dude,
195 yards. Jonathan Taylor had a crappy game. And Jacksonville's clicking. Trevor Lawrence and Christian Kirk, they got something going good.
mm-hmm. Most definitely. And like I said, they're reunited with ETN as well. I like that
Oh
Jackson
yeah.
team. I really do. I really do.
They have a lot of names on their team. They got
Mm-hmm.
Evan Ingram, Marvin Jones, Zay Jones too. They got a nice little roster going.
Yeah, no, I like them. I
But
mean,
obviously, just very disappointed in the Colts. I
yeah.
thought they were, I thought they'd be 2-0 or 1-1. Honestly,
Yeah, that's what I was seeing all around. I mean, dude, they had the fucking Texans and the Jaguars. Like, granted, I knew that the Jaguars were gonna like come out and be better, but dude, they tied the fucking Texans and then they lose to the
yeah,
get wrecked. Dude, they get wrecked by the Jaguars. Like, that's just
yeah.
embarrassing at this point. On the power rankings, they moved the Colts to like 32 or like 30, I think, or something like that. Like
I
bottom five team.
feel like you kind of have to.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you definitely have to. Um, just crazy. The amount of hype that they came into the season with, and it's just that.
Yeah.
But
Now, I mean, moving into what I think was probably the game of the week here, the Dolphins and Ravens game. This game just was a offensive battle and a defensive battle too. Like it was just good football all around. Like this is a game of the year so far, and this might be the game of the year at the end of the season. Who knows? Because Tua and Lamar Jackson were going back and forth.
yeah, Tua put up what? He had 4 passing touchdowns in the fourth quarter or something like
Yeah,
that.
finish was 6. He tied like in the Dolphins history. He tied for most passing touchdowns in a game, and this
Yeah.
is his second year.
And it also just to touch back on Patrick Mahomes. Hey, fucking Tua can do it. Like, of course, Patrick Mahomes can do it.
And then Lamar Jackson, he's 21 of 29, 313 passing, 3 touchdowns, then 119 rushing yards. This is Lamar Jackson we know.
Yeah,
This is that Michael Vick infused Lamar Jackson who we know, the MVP Lamar Jackson. I love it though. I love both these teams. Like, it was just a good game all around. Like I want more games like this every single week because you'll get no complaints out of me.
no, yeah, definitely, and that's why the NFL is kind of moving towards that, you know, quarterback who's mobile and can throw fucking nukes because at the end of the day, more ratings and dude,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
you're hype about it and you want to see more. You don't want to see the smash mouth type fucking just hand the ball off to Derrick Henry, which is why I don't think the Titans are going to be good this year. It's just, it's not the style that's played anymore.
Yeah. Now, moving into the Bucks Saints game, the only thing that really caught my eye in this game was like the brawl that broke out. That was really
Yeah.
cool to see. You know, this trying to talk shit to Tom Brady. Like, what do you think's
Yeah.
gonna happen? You're gonna get put in your place.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, and I saw a couple of videos too, basically having like Bruce Arians like telling Mike Evans, "Yo, go protect your quarterback" type thing, like, and because Mike Evans was like walking away, and then like he turned around, but he's about it, like he did it. Was it last
Yeah.
2 years ago to Lattimore as well? Like
Yup.
dude, it's a Buck Saints thing in general. Like
Yeah. This rival.
they're like legit rivals. Like it's some like AFC North type vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, no, that I didn't really watch any of the game. Again, like I said, the Steelers game was a local game, so I really kind of honed in on that. But yeah, the
Yeah.
ball, the highlight.
Jameis Winston had a crappy day. 25 of 40, 236 passing, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. You know, the Saints offense, looking at all the stats and everything, it just was not clicking.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now moving into the Lions Commanders game, I'm really liking the Lions this year. They're looking really good. Their offense, they know how to score, they know how to move the ball. DeAndre Swift is looking really good.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon Ross Brown, yeah, they're all looking good. Jared Goff, I mean, this Sunday he looked good. I don't think he's that good of a quarterback, but this Sunday he was. And the Commanders, I'm not too sure what's going on with them really.
What
I
did
guess a
Wentz
loss
put
to the
up?
Lions. Wentz went 30 of 46, 337 passing, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. So he had a great day.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I didn't
I
really watch
just
it.
I think the Lions really are going to turn it around this year. And I still think the Commanders are going to be good, especially with Dallas being the way they are now, even though Dallas did just win. And I guess we'll just jump into that game real quick.
Yeah, might as well.
The Joey,
Joey,
you know,
love that.
I don't know. He's kind of selling this year, especially on my fantasy team.
I don't want to
No,
say selling. I want to say the offensive line rebuild did not
yeah,
work.
that too. But like I feel like it should be working. Like they spent all this money.
How many
I
times did
mean,
he get sacked though?
this week I'm not too sure. Probably a lot. I'm not sure.
Probably.
Uh,
No,
Let me
6
see if
times. The Steelers did the 7 and they did a 6. And he's like the second quarterback in like ever to do that or something. They said some crazy stat.
Oh, okay. He got sacked 6 times. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's I don't know. The Bengals, man. It's what happened year one with them. Joey Burr was having one of the greatest years he could have in the offensive line. Just shit the bed, tore his ACL. He came back, brought the team to a Super Bowl. Offensive line was still the issue. Spent a bunch of money this offseason redoing it.
yeah,
It's crazy. I don't know. Something's going on with that, like coaching staff or something. They're bringing in the wrong guys
yeah.
because
No, they really are. I couldn't even tell you who their like offensive coordinator is or anything like that. But at the end of the day, coming off a year like that, that should have been your first priority, which granted it was. They did try to rebuild, but it's not fucking working. Like
yeah,
there has to be, at some point, when are you gonna I mean, it is really early, but at the end of the day, it's your quarterback's health that, you know, you're concerned about. At what point are you gonna check the you know, waivers and see who's open? Pull some fantasy
yeah.
football rules. Like what the
um,
make it work.
uh, I'm just really surprised Dallas won this game, like with how banged up they are, and also
Mhm.
something I've been noticing, like Tony Pollard just keeps putting his name out there. I really think Dallas might trade Zeke soon or try to get something done with him.
I told you this year is gonna be Tony Pollard's year. Zeke looked heavy, if you will. He looked out of shape. He didn't look like he was. And hey, don't get me wrong. Like I'm not in shape, but I'm not an NFL fucking running back. Like he didn't look in shape. He didn't look like he was ready for it. I think this is Tony Pollard's year, and I think I said that either first or second episode, one or the other. But
I do remember you saying
yeah, Tony Pollard's gonna come in RB1, and they're not gonna cut Zeke, but he's definitely gonna get less reps. He's gonna be riding the bench a little bit. But I mean, it's always good to have two, not always good, but like it's good to have like two, you know, phenomenal running backs, just like Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. Like,
it.
it's
Yeah.
just it's a good strap. But I think Tony Pollard's gonna come in and take the cake and be RB1 this year. Mm.
Um. Now moving into the Niners Seahawks game. Oh, the Niners got it done, but kind of at a cost.
Yeah, I
Um,
had big cost, big
Jimmy
cost.
Jimmy G's is about to be making them G's this year. That's for sure.
OG.
I mean, I'm not surprised Seattle lost. Like they beat the Broncos last week. Like whoop-de. Okay. Um, I don't think they're gonna win too many games this year. Geno Smith, buck 97 and an interception. That's the Geno Smith I feel like I know,
Yeah,
sadly.
yeah.
They couldn't run the ball for anything. Tyler Lockett had a good day. 9 receptions, 107 yards. The Niners, they look pretty good. Jimmy Garoppolo, came in 154 yards, touchdown.
Jimmy G
Uh,
is that fucking guy, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
I don't all this like Jimmy G shame. The year after they lost the Super Bowl, like, and then the year after that, like they're all like, "Is Jimmy G the guy?" Like, he just brought your team to the Super Bowl. Like now their defense is really good too, but Jimmy G's your guy. He's a quarterback. He helped bring you to the Super Bowl, and then all this like slander and shame kept getting thrown at him for what? He was just
Yeah.
in the Super Bowl.
Wait, time out. Quick, real speculations. So, of course, with that going down, there was all these speculations about, oh, are they gonna, try to trade for a quarterback? Are they gonna start Cooper Rush? Everybody expected them to start Cooper Rush last week. Did Cooper Rush do enough that they aren't going to keep looking? Because speculations were Jimmy G or Mason Rudolph on the Steelers. And in my opinion, with Jimmy G now, like with Trey Lance now down and Jimmy G starting, overpay for Mason Rudolph. Come on, Dallas, watch this. Yeah, you need a quarterback. Cooper Rush ain't it. He's not that fucking guy.
Okay. So now we'll leave Dallas alone. Now we'll leave Dallas alone. We'll switch into the Falcons Rams game. Um, or my bad, not
What's
Dallas.
next for this
The
week?
Niners. My bad. I said Dallas. I meant the Niners. Um, so next we'll jump into the Falcons and Rams, and this looked like it was a good game. I don't remember seeing too much from this game or really hearing anything about it. The Rams winning, I'm not surprised. Matthew Stafford, he threw 272 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Pretty shaky day. Daryl Henderson and Cam Akers shared the carries. You know, their stats look pretty identical. Uh, Cooper Cup, you know, had a Cooper Cup day again. Tyler Higbee, their tight end, had a pretty solid day. That's always good to see. Big boys getting some love.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
And yeah, the Falcons' offense just looked like they could not really get anything done.
Oh yeah, Tyler Higbee, by the way, also was on the uh sleeper of the week chart, if you got it, just to let you guys know. I think he put up what, like 6 or 7 more points than predicted. I don't
Uh,
know, good amount, something like that.
Now we'll go into the Raiders Cardinals game. Man, at halftime, Raiders were up 20-0. And then after that, I saw some of the first half and I was like, you know what? Like I could kind of relax. We're up 20-0. Then next thing I know, we're in overtime. I see Hunter Renfrow fumble the ball twice, and one of those resulted in a scoop and score. And kind of ruined my Sunday.
Yeah, that was a crazy fucking game. I don't even know. I was watching football and then it just popped on the screen because it wasn't a local game. I only really got to watch the overtime, but god damn, yo, what? That was I don't know. I mean, at first I felt bad for Hunter Renfrow too, because like it looked like he was hurt, and I don't know, he was like moving around slow. Did you hear anything about him being injured or anything?
I haven't gotten like any alerts or anything about it. So I
Word.
haven't really looked into it either, but I haven't seen anything saying he's out. But also too, I'm pretty sure the Raiders were in field goal range when they threw the ball to Renfro the second time and they got the scoop and scored. So I don't really understand what was going on there. All you need to do is kick the field goal. And you know, Daniel Carlson, he's a good kicker. So
Yeah, I mean, well, I
um
understand what they were doing there too. Where were they at in the field?
what was it? Like
It was
the
like
a
they were
little
like
past midfield, like 30 the 40-yard line, I think, in that area or so.
it was I think it was like closer to 40. Like they were just trying to basically advance for a gimme. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
they were gonna run it out. It made sense, and I probably would have did the same fucking thing. Like that was a well designed play. It just, you know,
Yeah.
don't mess with the
Um
fucking cards.
Jumping into the Broncos Texans game, I guess the only thing I really have to say about this is I'm upset the Broncos won and the Raiders lost. It's, you know, I expected the Texans to lose. It's the Texans. Russell Wilson, though, did kind of have a crappy day. 14 of 31, 219 passing, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Not the best day for Russell Wilson. Running the ball, Javonte Williams, 15 carries, 75 yards.
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton, you know, he had a good day. I love seeing that big Cortland Sutton guy. And yeah, just the Texans. I don't. That's. I feel like we don't really got to talk about them.
No, it wasn't. I mean, the score was I didn't expect it to be that close, honestly. It was tied like 9-9,
Yeah,
like for a stupid amount of time. And I didn't expect it to be that close. Really not a lot to talk about there, but yeah.
Um. Now looking at another divisional matchup here, the Packers and Bears. Um. You know, Justin Fields, he went 7 of 11, 70 yards and a pick. I feel like that's kind of expected. However, David Montgomery, 15 carries, 122 yards. It's a big day for him. And he had 14 receiving yards, too. So if you had him in fantasy, I know I have him on a couple of my teams. I didn't start him, though.
Oh yeah, he
But
was on my bench and 2 of mine.
yeah, the Bears, you know, not doesn't surprise me. The Packers, you know, Aaron Rodgers, 19 to 25, 234, 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's what we like to see from Aaron Rodgers, you know, going back on that path of greatness.
Yeah.
Um, Aaron Jones went off, 15 carries, 132 yards, touchdown. AJ Dillon too, 18 carries, 61 yards. So Packers offense was definitely clicking and just nothing for the Bears. It really was. That's what I'm getting from this game.
Yeah. No. Um, I watched it, wasn't super into it. Um, at first I thought it was gonna be a good game. The Bears answered quick, with another touchdown. It was 7-7, and then nothing else
That
happened.
was really it.
That was about it. And I was like, okay, nice. So that's a real in-depth analysis right there. Yeah.
um Now this Monday we were in for a treat. We had two Monday night games. And the first one we'll talk about, keep that New York flow going, all through New York teams this week, baby.
Yeah.
The Bills, man. Wow, the Titans, just like I was talking about the Colts, the Titans are disappointing me. They're letting me down. Like you were saying, that running the ball just isn't working anymore. And Ryan Tannehill isn't going to be that guy who would bring you that dual threat caliber type
No,
of player.
no.
Um, the Bills though, oh my God, like I don't really have much to say other than like Stephon Diggs really is him.
Yeah.
He's him.
Stephon Diggs is that fucking guy, bro. He's
Yeah,
that fucking guy.
it's the
Some
Bills.
Go ahead.
Oh,
You're
I was gonna say their defense too, just their defense, offense. The Bills look like the best team in football right now.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, they look best all around. Actually, off topic, in one of my fantasy leagues, I was playing somebody. I was up by like 60 fucking points, and this guy was starting Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. I lost. I lost. I was oh, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Um, but
Yeah, you probably lost by 6.
yeah, it was ridiculous. Um, But something that was cool, Malik Willis came in, Titans flew that white flag. He looked
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shit. He looked terrible, which again, you're playing against the Bills, but um, it's not hard to look like shit when you're playing against the Bills. Bills are fucking good, but
Yeah, yeah.
he had that. It was like it was like an option play. Read it beautifully, but he didn't protect the ball. He fumbled, lost it, and I was like, "All right, this is enough for this game. I'm done. I saw what I wanted to see. Moving on. Like it was 41-7. Get out, get out." Um, yeah,
And then I guess jumping into the last game of the week, that second Monday night game, the Eagles beat the Vikings 24-7. I'm not surprised. Like I said, I love the Eagles. I think they're going to be good this year. I know you're throwing some of that Jalen Hurts slander. I don't know if you saw his stats: 26 of 31, 333 passing, a touchdown, a pick. Pretty good day.
I mean, hey, I don't want to say that it's slander. All right, I said Jalen Hurts isn't the best NFL quarterback, but he's a really good fantasy quarterback. That was my slander.
I
Which
thought we were talking about something with him throwing the ball too and stuff.
were we? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Potentially. Dude, they like cut it out in the middle about like him lifting in high school. They showed a video of him squatting like 500 pounds in high school and squatting 600 pounds when he was at Oklahoma State. Like the
he
dude was huge.
I used to watch a lot of his workout videos when he's at Alabama and stuff, just like whatever I could find and see, because he's the definition of an athlete.
Yeah.
That's why I like him so much. He's just so athletic, like that. I think that's why I don't throw that shade at him.
You're
But
fucking doing it, bro.
the Vikings, I guess, they could have just had an off game. They spread the ball between Thielen and Jefferson. Thielen had 4 receptions, 52 yards. Jefferson had 6 receptions, 48 yards. And
Thielen didn't get his first catch until the third quarter, I'm pretty sure.
damn.
Stupid. Yeah.
But yeah, that was the week 1 recap, or week 1, week 2.
And week
Jeez.
2.
Week
Yeah.
2 recap.
All right,
All right.
word. So just a little recap on our Taylor fail, how we're doing. Informally, not too well. This week, John took the cake with minus $60.
My first good week. Let's go.
He lost $60 overall, but I lost 189 And how I said
Yeah.
we were adding the power rankings, the NFL power rankings, if they were to bet $100 unit size on the outcome of each game, would have lost $467.35. So take those power rankings with a grain of salt. They're not, so but yeah, more of the
Fact.
story. I'm still up overall money wise. Well, I'm down, but like I owe the least amount. I'm minus
Yeah.
448. John's minus 653. And believe it or not, the NFL overall is minus $700.29.
That's
Um,
what I wanted to say. At least I'm beating the NFL. I'm beating
e-
somebody. All
exactly.
my
That's
all
why
my
we had
friends
him. It
out
was his
here,
idea.
all my friends out here watching, you guys know when it comes to me and betting, I have the worst luck. That's why I don't bet. But I'm beating the NFL, so
Exactly. Exactly. Overall though, record, this week I went 7-9, so I really didn't pick well at all. John went 10-6, which is, I'd say that's pretty fucking good. Um, but the fact that you went 10-6 and you still lost $60, you got 10 of those games right. That's crazy.
yeah.
Like that's crazy. Are we
I should have put a
advising
little leg
gambling or
together.
not? Like, no, we're not advising gambling. So, um,
No, don't gamble. Save your money. Go buy groceries.
yeah, literally. And the NFL went 8-8 this week. So overall, I'm 14-17-1. John is 16-15-1. And the NFL is also 16-15-1. I have the worst record, but also I'm owe the least amount of money. So
Yeah, I don't know how that works out, but sure, just those. You got a
because
couple
I want I
underdogs, I
want a
guess.
couple of those underdogs. That's how I hit. I hit on those underdogs.
Yep.
But yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah,
So
and like we said, you guys could drop your emails down and get access to some other stuff just like this with our sleeper picks and everything like that. So please plug your emails in, and you're only going to get more helpful information. It's pretty cool information, help you get through your day. So drop those emails, guys.
yeah, we're not gonna sell any information or anything like that. We're not assholes. So I mean, I can be an asshole, but like not like that. Like that's fucked up. Like
um, so now I guess jumping into the week 3 games. This
yeah,
I didn't know this was a Thursday night game, the Steelers Browns. So hey,
vibes.
that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah, I'm so pumped for that game, honestly, because all right, if this does not go well, I lose all faith in humanity. But Steelers about to fuck up the Browns. Literally another divisional game with our first one against the Bengals, and we won. We're about to go 2-0 in the division. Granted, we haven't seen Baltimore yet. Baltimore's a tough one, but more of the story, we're gonna win the AFC North.
Hey,
Yeah,
I got Pittsburgh taking this game too. I don't think Cleveland's gonna like we were talking about that quarterback thing. I think Steelers got it.
yeah. That's my pick too. Steelers, Pittsburgh, all the way.
Um, then moving into the next game, we got the Saints and Panthers. I think this is gonna be a good game. Both teams are kind of struggling right now a little bit offensively. Their defenses are both looking okay.
It's also a
So
division
I'm
game
really
too.
yeah, divisional game. Yep, good point. I'm definitely going to be invested into this game. Like you said, divisional matchup. I think both teams need to show a lot this week to show who they really are as a team. But I'm going to go with the Saints this week, beating the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints as well. I don't think the Panthers would have hung in it as well with the Bucks as the Saints did. So, when you're just comparing apples to apples, I'm probably gonna take the Saints in this one. But
Yeah. Now moving into this game, we got the Texans and the Bears. Um, I'm hoping I don't see a single second of this game. I feel like there's just better use for my time.
yeah, Red Zone better not play that shit
um,
at all.
um,
Don't care
I'm
if they
gonna go
are
with
in Red Zone.
Houston. I think Houston's got this one. The way Chicago played against the Packers, I don't know. I think Houston's a better team, to be honest.
I'm taking Chicago in this one. I think even if Chicago plays the way that they played against the Packers, they'll still take a W here. At first, I was like, oh, Houston actually could be a good team. They just tied with the Colts. I was like, oh, Colts are a terrible fucking team. The Jaguars like destroyed the Colts. So like thinking about it in that manner, I think the Bears, I don't think they're gonna beat the Jaguars, but I think they'll at least put a point up against them, which Colts couldn't do. And obviously, the Colts and the Texans are on the same level. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
analysis. That's my mental thoughts. That's how it goes.
As of right now, yes, but I don't think it's gonna stay that way just because the Colts just have so many better weapons and stuff.
I
But I
know.
don't know.
I don't know. That's how I do
Um,
my prediction and analysis. Though it's really not a good way, but I'm gonna start walking you guys through my thought process. I'm gonna do it.
that should be. We should make a little skit for that. We should make a
Yeah,
little
dude,
like
I
skit. So
millions of viewers just from that. They'd be like, dude, what is going on in this kid's head? Oh, isn't that a TikTok?
um,
What is going on in that person? Whatever, you know what I'm talking about? That sound?
I don't use TikTok, so I don't.
Oh, all right, never mind. Whatever. Next.
Well, speaking of the Colts, the Chiefs versus the Colts. I got the Chiefs taking this one. I don't know. You just kind of heard us shit talk the Colts. The Chiefs, I still think they got a little bit of figuring out to do with their offense, but it's clicking, so there's not really much more they can do right now. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chiefs. Whenever it's a potentially close game, I will not take the Chiefs. Meaning I don't think it's gonna be a potentially close game. I think the Chiefs are gonna fucking destroy them. So
um,
I'd hammer that money
with
line.
with the next game, I got that divisional matchup. We got Buffalo against Miami. I think this is going to be a really good game. And now, just for the sake of like betting and stuff, like I'm kind of split between. Like, I think the game could go either way, especially how Buffalo just played and how the Dolphins just played. I'm going to pick the Dolphins just to make it a little interesting. I do think like it's a 50-50 split, though. I really don't know who's going to win this game.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be close as well. I'm taking Buffalo just because I think they do have that competitive edge over Miami. But again, it's this game could genuinely go either way, like 100%. Yeah, I'm going Buffalo. Sorry, I had to think about it. Am I going Buffalo? I'm going Buffalo. I'm gonna do it.
Next, another divisional matchup here. We got the Lions and the Vikings. Is that divisional matchup or no? Right?
Hmm?
Lions Vikings. That's divisional, right?
Yeah,
Is it? Okay.
Lions, Bears, Vikings,
Had a little
Pack.
brain fart there for a second.
Yeah,
um, I'm gonna go with Detroit. I know I shit talk Detroit a lot, but I'm with them right now. I really like their offense. Everything's looking really good for them. Their defense is looking really good too. I think they could win. I'm gonna change from what I said. I think they could win like 8 or 9 games this year after seeing how the first couple have gone. So I'm gonna pick them to win this week against Minnesota too. After how Minnesota just played, I don't know.
yeah. I'm agreeing with you. I'm taking Detroit just because I didn't like the way Minnesota performed Sunday night or Monday night. Yeah, Monday night. I like Detroit. I said that even back when we were doing our rankings. I thought Detroit was gonna come in. Did I say second or third? I had the Vikings winning it.
Yeah,
I think they're
you
second
might
or
have
third.
said
I don't know. I'm full of hot takes that I just can't remember. So I totally could have said second, whether I believed it or not. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna take Detroit. Just they'll see him again, and I think the Vikings will have it the second time. But I think the first time it's gonna go to Detroit. Detroit's playing well right now.
Now next we got the Ravens and the Patriots. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think the Patriots defense will figure Lamar Jackson out. I feel like it's a Bill Belichick thing. He's gonna figure out how to contain him or something like that. Um, I do think the Ravens are gonna win overall though, just because I think their offense is gonna be a little bit better than that Patriots defense. But I think Lamar Jackson is gonna have like an off game.
Yeah. I you couldn't have said it better. The exact same thought process. I think Baltimore is going to be New England. The only thing that was different is I was thinking uh the Steelers realistically should have beaten New England. Thinking on it, and I do think Baltimore is a tad bit better than Steelers at this point in the season. So I think Baltimore will be able to, beat them. I don't want to say fairly easily, but I think I think it'll be a good game, but I think Baltimore is going to come out on top.
Yeah. Moving into the next game, I feel like this is actually going to be a really good game. The Bengals and the Jets. The way both teams are playing right now, the Bengals are playing some of their worst football, and the Jets are playing some of their best football in years.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a very good game. I do think Cincinnati is going to turn it around this week, and they're going to get back in that win column. I do think it's going to be a very good game. Probably one of the better games this Sunday. But I
Yeah.
got the Bengals.
So I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna take the Jets in this one. Just because of that, like I want to see the Bengals go 0-3. Like that would be so crazy. I'll be so excited. Like I just have to because I'm a Steelers fan. Like I don't want to see anybody else in the AFC North play well. Like I don't I don't
Yeah.
want to see the Baltimore Ravens win, but I just think they're gonna, and I want to make smart money moves. You know what I'm saying? But I genuinely like I can see this going either way, and I'm gonna take the Jets because shit, man, why not? Like
Yeah.
I think they can do it. With how bad that offensive line is. Yeah.
They very well could. That's gonna be a good game. Um, Moving into the Raiders and Titans game. Now I got the Raiders winning, no bias this week. The way the Titans have been playing, like we were saying, their offense hasn't been too good. I do think Derrick Henry can have a big day against the Raiders. I don't know. The Raiders defense just always,
Very
just never that good.
yeah.
Especially if Derrick Henry breaks into that secondary, it's he could have a big rush, a couple big rushes on the day. But
Yeah.
I got the Raiders taking this one.
Same boat as you. I got the Raiders taking it. Again, I'm just kind of over the Titans hype. Um, Vrabel and the Titans, I think their run has kind of come to an end. I think it came to an end last season myself. Um, Now I think it's becoming more official. So
Yeah.
Vrabel. And what are Raiders 0-2? Tennessee's 0-2 too, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. No, no, no.
Who'd they play last week? Because they lost to the Giants week 1. Who'd they play last week?
Oh yeah, the Bills. They got railed by the Bills.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it was
They should be
bad.
0-3 because of
Yeah, they should. It counts as 2
that.
losses. But yeah,
Now wrapping up with the final 1 p.m. game on Sunday. We got another divisional matchup. We got the Eagles and Washington. I think it's gonna be a great divisional game. But the way the Eagles are playing right now, and just AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts, that connection, I like where it's going, and I think it's gonna help them win this game.
so I love divisional games. I think an underdog is most likely to win in a divisional game. So hence why I took the Lions over the Vikings. Technically, probably the Vikings are quote unquote supposed to win that game. I don't know. I haven't looked at the odds yet. I don't look at the odds until after to really keep all biasy out, like who I genuinely think is going to win. Not smart betting. But I I like divisional games because of that, 50-50 manner, no matter what. I mean, literally like it always is. I don't care what. And I just feel like Washington can come out on top.
Yeah,
Washington.
it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be another good game.
Yeah.
Now jumping into like the 425 games, they all start around those times.
Yeah.
We got Jacksonville and the Chargers. I got the Chargers taking that one. I like the way Jacksonville is looking. Like Trevor Lawrence is looking good. That offense they're starting to put it together. I just don't think they have the capability of beating the Chargers yet, just because of how well put together the Chargers are. So I think the Chargers are going to win this one pretty comfortably, to be honest.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm in the same boat. I mean, um, I like how we kind of say, oh, the Jags look good this year, but we never explain how good it is. Kind of the NFL itself this year is really set up into like very good or great, very good, good, like just like stepping stones. Like I
Yeah,
think the Jags are a good team, but I think the Chargers are a very good team. You know, I don't think that they're kind of at that level to compete. All in all, I like what Jacksonville is doing as a franchise, but I don't think they're there yet. And that's why I'm taking the Chargers.
yeah. I think Jacksonville is going to kind of be like the Bengals in a sense.
Hmm.
Like the Bengals, Joey got hurt and came in, made it to the Super Bowl. Now this year's not looking that good, but I still think they have a chance of making like a deep run in the playoffs. I think that
Yeah.
Jacksonville is going to be in the same way, but instead I think it's going to take like 2-3 years to get to the point of even like playoffs, just because of how young they are and they have no experience really.
Yeah, they're young, new head coach. Like yeah.
Now moving into the next game, another divisional matchup here. We got the Rams and Cardinals. I think this is going to be one of the better games this week. Um, Both teams are playing pretty well. The Cardinals coming off that big overtime win against the Raiders, sadly, but some good push for them this week. But I got the Rams. I think Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford, they're just gonna be really hard to beat all year. And if they get that those running backs going, Henderson and Akers, come on, I need Akers to do good this week. He's let me down in fantasy a little bit, but yeah, I think the Rams are gonna take it.
Okay. I'm the opposition. I'm going Cards. I think I've gone Cards 3 times now. It's hit 50%. So now we gotta win this one to go 2 for 3. Um, Again, another divisional game. I think you go either way. So I'm gonna take the Cards. I think Kyler Murray really stepped up the end of the game against the Raiders. Uh Wait, no, that was some crazy the 2-point conversion, or was that the
I
touchdown?
don't.
The touchdown or the 2-point conversion. One or the other. Basically, like he ran a million miles just to like get there. I feel like he feels more comfortable sitting back than what he used to. I think he's promising, and I think they can sneak a W. So
Okay. Um, Now jumping into the game of the birds, we got the Falcons versus the Seahawks. Um, I'm rocking with the Falcons just because the Seahawks, just their quarterback situation, not like the Falcons is much better. They got Mariota in there, but just from what the Seahawks were to what they are now, I think that's going to play a huge factor in this game just because the Falcons are so kind of put together from last year.
yeah,
So
yeah, most definitely. I'm taking Atlanta's too. ATL baby. You know what I'm saying? Um, Love it. I think it's a good matchup, but I think they'll um sneak away with a win, be able to get it done.
um now jumping into the Packers Buccaneers game, I think it's going to be another very good game. So you got Tom Brady against Aaron Rodgers, two of the greatest to ever do it. That's all that really needs to be said. I think it's gonna be a good game on both sides of the ball, offense and defensively. I think it's gonna be, that like maybe 27-24 kind of game, like close all the way through. I do have the Buccaneers taking it though. I do think after just winning last week and the way their team is compared to the Packers, they're just more well put together team.
So I do think the Bucks are a more well put together team, but I have Green Bay taking it. Um, I don't really know why. I just think it's gonna be an awesome game in general. Um, I wish it was like a prime time game. Honestly, I think it deserves more attention. But yeah, two old heads going back and forth. Like I'm
Yeah,
excited. I wish it was prime
two
time, and
goats.
yeah, I think Green Bay's gonna win.
Um, Now moving into the Sunday night game, we got San Francisco against Denver. Um, I think it's gonna be another good game. I feel like it could go either way. Um, San Francisco gonna see what Jimmy G's made of again, seeing him step in. The Broncos still trying to figure out Russell Wilson and stuff. But I'm gonna go with the Niners here. I think the Niners are gonna beat the Broncos. I think Russell Wilson's gonna have to take a few more weeks to get settled in and stuff, but then they'll start winning games. But this week I got the Niners.
So I have Denver like written down. Um, this was like, in my opinion, one of the toughest games to decipher and what to expect, just because seeing Russ's performance so well. When is he gonna have that breakout game, where he's like, I'm back, and then also
Yeah.
being, you know, Jimmy G's now starting, and it's a whole new situation. Is he going to come in more prepared than what he was last week, knowing that he's actually going to play? So there's a lot that like goes into it. I wrote down Denver. So I mean, like, I can't second guess myself. I have to. I have to.
Yeah.
I was really about to. I was. You guys could see the wheels turning. Like I was about to, but no, Denver, taking Denver. I don't know why.
Now, moving into the final game of this week, it's that rivalry that everyone loves and knows.
Hmm.
We got the Giants going up against the Cowboys. And you know how we are over here. We're big on that fuck Dallas weave.
Right.
Um, Dallas is a little banged up right now. I don't really know how they beat the Bengals. Like, good for you, I guess. But my G-men, they're 2-0.
Hmm.
I'm not a Giants fan, but I'll rep them just New York, and I hope they catch that third dub beyond that Jameis Winston thing.
Facts. I got the Giants too. Love that it's a Monday Night Football game. This type of
Yeah,
rivalry.
so
Uh,
dope.
yeah, yeah, love that. But taking the Giants, I don't think Cooper Rush has it in him. And I haven't heard any news about them officially making any trades or anything yet for Mason Rudolph. So I'm gonna have to go Giants.
um, and yeah, so those are the week 3 game or week 3. I keep getting confused with the weeks
I
already.
know,
You're only
right?
3 in, but wow, it's getting
Literally.
all jumbled up.
Just wait.
Um, yeah, once again, guys, plug that email down in below to get some exclusive content and stuff. Everything's free too. We're not charging you guys money or anything like that.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, this has been When You Got Class, episode 4. Coming up on number 5 next. That's pretty cool.
I know. I'm
Thank
excited.
you guys so much for watching, subscribing, listening, just giving us a like, everything. It means a lot to us. We have a lot of fun going through, texting each other throughout the day. Yo, we got 7 views on it. It's
Yeah,
cool. Thank you guys so much. It's really cool. Thank you guys.
yeah, definitely is. We're here because you're here. So stay here, and we'll stay here. That's all I gotta say.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great week. Hopefully some great football.
And use
And
those picks
that's
too.
it. Yeah.
Those picks.
Hey, When You Got Class, episode 4. Peace, y'all.
Peace.